Hello and welcome. Welcome to another No More PR Marketing Bollocks video. I'm joined once again by the author and curator, Bob Dearsley. Bob, thanks very much for joining us.
A real pleasure, Aaron, as ever.
Bob, I'd like to ask you today about social media, and in particular, why it's important.
Yeah, it's become just so important for both the world of B2C and B2B. B2C, it's just, it's taken off to the point that there are businesses that are just run through social media now. All of their promotion and advertising are all using social media. Just this last week, Forbes have confirmed that Kylie Jenner is the youngest self-made billionaire. Kylie Jenner's the youngest of the daughters of the Jenner Kardashian family, and she's built a business entirely out of social media promotion and development, and it's an incredible story. She started the business using Snapchat, in principle, Facebook, and YouTube. About a year ago, she uses Twitter obviously as well. She tweeted that she was no longer going to be using Snapchat, and overnight it wiped £1.3 billion off the value of Snapchat. And you suddenly think, wow, how strong in the world of B2C are these media? I spent a fair amount of time in Asia Pac in Singapore, and you start to appreciate in those environments just how important WeChat is. You have a massive Chinese market, which is dominated by a social media platform, which has become a place to go. It's a place for people to message one another, but it's also a place to actually make purchases and essentially live in that one single environment. And the world of B2C, if you're promoting your product, your shoes, your fashion accessories, whatever that might be, you have to be in social media, and you have to have people who are influencing social media on your behalf if you're not doing it yourself.
So it's evident that social media has a really powerful and prominent role in regards to B2C. Can the same be said for B2B?
For sure. In the world of marketing which we live in, the idea of using shared media to amplify your messages, to share what it is you're doing in other areas of media. So it's not at all unusual for a journalist in what I would describe as the world of owned media. A journalist writes an article, and that journalist will then tweet about that particular article and share it on other social media to try and increase the number of people that will read their article. So if the journalist is doing that, then as an organisation appearing in such media, you need to do the same thing. And therefore the whole idea that Twitter becomes something that allows you to promote yourself to a broader, wider audience. LinkedIn, and I use LinkedIn personally a great deal, as many people do in the world of business. LinkedIn has this great ability to be able to share with like-minded people the things that interest you, the articles that are of significance and interest to you, and it also has this environment of LinkedIn groups, a huge opportunity to share content with like-minded people in whatever that particular group might be focusing on. There will be opportunities for me to share the articles. I like to share some of the knowledge, some of the information that I have, and I wouldn't recommend overt promotion of your organisation through those channels, but I would certainly recommend the promotion of the content, of the problem-solving material, of the ideas that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis through those channels. And it's very much it starts with Twitter and LinkedIn, but of course, hey, we're doing a video. So YouTube becomes a fundamental part of that, and LinkedIn is also a very good medium for promoting that activity. And YouTube will be the place where either the original video lives or is promoted. In the business world, we now have channels like Vimeo, which are hosting a massive amount of content. And all of these are, quotes, social channels as such, and you need to be aware of them and take advantage of them.
So Bob, if you had to summarize social media and how best to use it to good effect, what would you say?
It's all about amplification, and you need to appreciate that the messages which you have for the audience that you're talking to can be enlarged if you embrace social media and use all of the various channels available to you to promote your messages. And you'll just get more people hearing, seeing, and reading about you.
Bob, thank you very much for explaining to us the importance of social media and how it can be used in a business context, particularly in B2B markets. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back again next week with Bob, and we'll be discussing how to approach social media and some best practice tips. Thanks very much for joining us.
We're going to have a cocktail party.
Yeah, we're going to have a cocktail party.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks very much, Alex. Pleasure.